Greetings, this is Frina Riventra. I welcome you to my recap of the 95th episode of Critical Role, or as I like to call it, what to get and what to lose, or whatever they'll be calling it and that stuff. I am sorry for the late by the time this is when you if you want to see the original video stuff, there it will be immediately. The link to YouTube it will immediately be in the going to normal stuff. They go through their ads and getting into the episode. We skip past all their ads intro recap, and we return to them to the Bell's house in the whatever that bookshop was called. Oh, yes, the Chastity's Nook, and where they have met to disguise Astrid and have revealed that their guide is none other than Essek. That's Essek, hot boy. It starts out with an interrogation of her, like, what does she know about what's been going about what this goes on in the service assembly. And she talks more about how they've been focusing their resources on specific areas. Since this would go down, she's been keeping her distance from the rest of the assembly to show that she's no part of it. With the recent betrayal of the assembly to the Empire, she's hiring as being one of the hires of the assembly. She is now hiring from the Empire, as well as basically the Exandria Court and the Vanguard. She's basically hiring everyone. They speak of she speaks of what Ludus has focused, what she's heard of Ludus' focus on ARs, in specifically how he's been focusing on the Genesis Ward. What specifically we do not know. Also, how he's been I think searching for something called the occultus thalamus, but we have no idea what that is. Her contact, who is still in the assembly, and he kind of got spooked to investigate further. And then watch Marisha, please.
I say, great look. Are you of the Death Dynasty?
Not anymore. I am myself.
She said you were a fugitive. That's so exciting.
He shoots a stare at Astrid, and Astrid just kind of smiles back with a shitting grin.
What did you do?
Keyleth mentioned there might be some unsavory types that she was converting. I just didn't know we'd be in league with one so soon.
I love it.
Technically, we're unsavory types, but I feel like maybe that's pushing it a bit. Imogen, do you want to prod anything?
Well, it seems like he's going to just tell us, right? You're just going to tell us.
Well, both of them.
We're not judgy. Look at us.
Not judgy.
I am not the target of this interrogation.
No. This is just us getting comfortable. Just sharing. Yeah.
ACs are now in
Is this
puzzles.
beautiful purple man someone you met on your adventures while I was away?
No, never met this. Never met this beautiful creature.
You don't know him either?
No. You're floating.
Wait, is he?
Aren't
though?
you?
He
There's
looks
a-
down and he's about an inch and a half off the ground.
Even with the anti-magic
Oh.
field still going on.
Actually, no. With that field, he would be.
You just
he would
have
be on
like
the
this
ground.
vibe about you. Where it's amazing.
No, the anti-magic field, he would be on the ground.
When
No, we
he's
didn't
not
meet-
floating, he's super short. Yeah,
I don't think I can pry into their minds without magic available.
That's fair.
Can you help me understand some basics? I was under the impression that the assembly had withdrawn to the north. Is there still a presence here? Or, and this is addressed to Essek.
Yeah, to Essek.
Yeah.
Essek. To be entirely honest, I've been not the focus of following their threats.
Okay. They continue talking, and it is revealed that the Cerberus Assembly has basically vanished off of Wildmount. Those who were part of it are either officially went with Ludus and joined the Vanguard, or have gone into hiding, fearing of being blamed for their peers' actions.
Association.
Are they all as powerful as Ludnus?
You see Astrid go. In our own ways, maybe. Essek goes, no. Not like him. He is a particularly focused individual. It's interesting, in politics, it's the ones that are holding quiet power that I worry about the most. The hardest to read.
Well, after that, Sage.
And all.
What is your speciality?
My specialty is helping the king and his court present and sculpt the opinion of its citizens.
Marketing. Okay. So, I guess, I don't know, coming from my background, my immediate question is, what did you think you were going to get out of him? Not even necessarily personally, but like...
Well, what is Luce was basically she tells how she wasn't really brought in by Ludinus himself. From what she's been telling us, it's mostly a lot of the old guard that has gone with him, and some of them. It's mostly the old guard and with the all the others being the more prone to influence. Here, we talk about how I forget if this was Essek or Astrid who said this, but what they fear about him is his how he acts, because he seems all for what he appears, he is gentle, amiable, and diplomatic, and one does not get into such a position of power by being any of those. Of course, which I guess I'm not right to question. Look, Astrid, of course, is and all those who didn't join the Vanguard are now in trouble. The Empire is very angry right now. It's angered. It's lost a lot of its high mages. Mm. Well, mm. They said they asked if will she be coming with them, and she said, "Oh, she said, oh, certainly not. Yeah, she's not. You know, she doesn't want anything. She just wants to be left alone until everything blows over." I can understand that.
Interesting. Is there anything else you wish to say for yourself, Astrid, before we leave you to your upgrade in life? She just kind of clenches.
Keep in mind, these are two people who have had a common love interest. So, with that perspective, it just makes it all funnier.
Her teeth a bit. Her fingers kind of flex, and you can see she's like feeling kind of gently for any sort of flicker of magic returning, while just keeping focused around you. I am not your enemy. Make a group persuasion check for me.
Fuck yes!
Hey.
First roll.
Hey.
Whoever roll.
I forget what this.
Make a group persuasion check for me.
Fuck yes!
Hey.
First roll.
Hey.
Whoever rolls the lowest has to leave. All right, I'll see you.
Oh.
18.
You die.
18.
18.
18.
Yes.
13, 12, 25.
Dirty 20. Nice.
34.
What?
Shit.
All right.
13.
2, but I'm tempted to just threaten physically.
Yes.
My threat's high, man.
This is like a roller coaster ride.
For all the goofiness that you sometimes present,
Sometimes.
at this question from Imogen, there is a communal lean on those words.
They're basically fishing for more information about goodness, and she actually does recall one thing. He seems to have an itch that is right at the back of his neck, like a tent, sometimes. But he's very secret about it. The one time he saw maybe once or twice, but one of the times he did notice her noticing, it was the one time he actually seemed perturbed, like actually angered at being noticed. So they do have a target spot. We know that that is where the harness goes, the quintessence array. And so it could be an actual be a vulnerability based on how much power he's added there. Then they go on to what actually happened in the deaths, like When they first arrived, the city seems to be like in partial reconstruction. Mm. And boy, what did we find out? Some of them more quickly than others, as you will soon see.
It was safer for me to not wander. And to her credit, Ive has been very kind to quickly hire help. So this time you can see, like, kind of stepping through a small knot in the door, you hear this.
Oh, not quite.
You see this little white fluffy cat kind of wander in and starts, like, rubbing against Dorian's leg.
Oh yeah, this is a
I do
little.
know is that some terrible flaming bird of black and purple fire soared through the sky.
Yeah, as soon as Travis, who of course, Travis is the one who realized what it is. And to be fair, so did I. Like, I had an idea for a character involving this entity.
Briefly
Like, I
skirted
have one
the
idea of this thing as a patron. I was wondering if
skylining
this would be
streets of
released.
this town before it was either stopped or set off somewhere else.
What is it? What is it? What?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Essek, my man, with the hair,
You can just call me Essek, please.
the hella good hair. The
Yeah,
Essek, my man,
watch here. Low.
with the hair,
You can just call me Essek, please.
the hella good hair. The Genesis Ward. Do you know where that is? I admit, I've been a lot of places.
Really?
Isocross is not one of them.
I do actually. I've been there before.
Oh,
Looks down to Astrid. We should discuss elsewhere. But it is good to know that at least some of my familiarity will come in handy. And indeed, if he is working beneath the Genesis ward, there are a handful of unwalked paths that I could consider as possibilities. They've also been there for some time, so any signs of their research would be
I'm just gonna let this play for a little bit.
trackable.
Then DM is is Astrid wearing any jewelry, anything that jumps out?
Make a perception check.
I don't know why I rolled with advantage. It's the same. That was a 20. 18.
18. I mean, you see she has like a clasp on her dark green cloak that she has on. She's wearing like simple leather armor that has like some really like detailed looking, almost like a, it's like a thin, it's not almost like chainmail, but the chains are smaller. That kind of sits underneath the segments. You see she has like 2 rings in the left hand and on like the 2 central fingers, and then she has like 1 ring on her pinky and her index in the other hand. That's all you see.
Nothing.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip to the next time slot.
for your assistance, and I'll reach into a little pouch and take out a small wooden circle and just hand it to her.
She looks over at the rest of you to be released.
A little carved into it in wood, it said, "Farts are funny."
She looks at it. I will treasure it always.
You better.
Left. If things go
Anyway, after that, they redisguise themselves. The Bogona checks their back, see everything's all right. They're just going.
There's strange things going on around here.
She's clumsy, I could tell.
My favorite book. I know it's hackneyed because it's been a bestseller for a number of years, but we only have one copy left. He pulls a book off this shelf
like
that
the
you see
magic.
has this beautifully broad-looking, orcish, handsome man holding this human woman with her hair blowing. Tusk Love. Do you know about this one?
I've heard, yes.
This is a long.
This is a third edition, so there's actually an interview in the back from the author. It is hardbound, it's a little more expensive, but it is a collector's piece. So if you want one, we have one left on sale.
How much?
These are the friends of yours, Irma? No. Oh, well, that'll be 1 gold, 5 silver.
Done. 2 gold.
Pretty good.
What? Is there another book you can throw in for that extra bit?
Laura Bailey shining through.
Persuasion check.
a tip on a book, you know? It's just a
Yeah,
book.
pictures you can throw in, maybe some paper clips,
Oh, it's a book. It's called Just the Tip, right here.
some claw bracelets.
Natural 20.
Dance. She looks at you. You know, if you like Tusk Love, I can definitely give you Guard of My Heart. It's a bit of a used copy, but I think it'll go well. I got a bunch of incense here I can throw in.
What about a picture book? Like a picture port?
Do you know how to...
A picture porn?
Yeah.
For
I've heard of these.
ever seen porn.
He's looking for a
She steps
hentai.
into the back room and
What about wieners?
comes back
Can she
with a plain brown, like leather-bound book. It's smaller than the other. It's only about like that
Yeah,
large.
because you got to keep the cover
Yeah.
discreet.
She goes, this is actually was written a few hundred years ago by an ex-priest out of Vasselheim who had rediscovered himself through a tawdry journey. It's untitled, but and he kind of flickers it just for a moment in front of you and closes it, and it's just a number of extremely detailed, like slightly cartoony, just a plethora of positions.
I'll take it.
Like
How much?
some mundane, some magically enhanced,
Nice.
and the various schools of magic with their runic inscriptions and
Reverse
uses
arcanist.
within there.
What art? What art?
That one's not
What
possible.
art?
Oh, prismatic spray.
How much for this?
Moto style.
Well, you seem to be a connoisseur. Make a persuasion check.
I am a connoisseur.
Grease.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
natural 20.
Why? You're wearing the porn. Why?
That'll make
I mean,
it a 33.
that's just right.
You come alive, you know. It's just,
33.
It's gonna be funny when you roll a 1.
He goes,
very
yeah,
bad. Yeah.
Peak combat.
Peak combat.
She looks at you.
Yeah.
She looks at the book and goes, "This is a personal collector's copy. But I've had it for some time, and I'm going to be honest. It's fun to look at, but I haven't had a lot of opportunities to put it to use.
Oh,
You seem to be on quite a walkabout,
here's...
She looks at all of us.
and I would be happy
You're
to put it into more useful
You're probably-
hands." And she just puts it into your grasp.
Here's the thing.
Do we give vibes?
I think we do.
I think so.
Here's the thing. If you haven't been able to put it to good use yet, I think you need to keep it.
Oh, I know it front to back.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
You'll take more from this than I
Yeah,
would.
yeah, yeah. Oh, so sticky.
Some sides.
Thank you. I'm gonna give her a platinum.
Why? What are you talking about?
platinum is, right?
Yeah.
That's 100 gold. No,
No.
10 gold.
It's fine, I'm rich.
No.
Did we ever divide up
No.
all the money we were giving?
No, we
away?
didn't. Chenny just keeps it all.
Put it all on him. Okay, just checking.
This is
That's why
is
you
art.
jangle so much when you walk.
This is art. Thank you.
I will give you 10,000 gold for this.
Yeah. This is
You see the illusion-covered Essek, Seth, just beyond the doorway, like tapping his foot impatiently.
Sorry,
like,
Ezek. This is important stuff. We need it to fight.
Yeah, you don't know when this is gonna come in handy. You just wait and see. It will.
Gotta stay warm in the north somehow.
We're bereaved. We need this.
Yes.
I have a.
Okay, once they've got they got that over it, the owner the owner Eva asked them to if they could check on a friend her on the Menagerie Coast. Yusa Ernest, who stopped recently replying to her letters, apparently. This is that Yusa from their adventures with the Happy Fun Ball last campaign, if that jogs your memory. Alright, basically, if they ever head that way, they could check up on him. They decide to head to the Penta Market to try to start resupplying themselves, especially on magical items. Also, like I think Ashley ships is on a shopping spree to help get their heads again, like give their minds off things to, and so they can maybe focus later, and also try to bring back gold tradition from the days in the like in Basaros, including this like starting like it's time he thinks it's time to get a new jacket and something that helps honor FCG.
Let's make some room.
This velvet tracksuit won't cut it.
Yeah, it's getting a little.
What?
Well, you can only explode it open so many times, Chet.
Yeah, it's getting a little thin. See through
A
it.
little loose.
So yeah, let's.
We're seeing those jingle jangles,
Yeah.
Chet.
Jingle, jangle. Get a
All
little
those
nibbly.
money sacks.
That's function, not fashion.
So yeah, let's take a second and figure out like who you feel like today, and figure out ways of who we want to be to each other, and let's wear it.
All right.
And we have.
And then
now, which is the more affluent area. Most of the places that serve anything arcane related are more like small, like tiny enchanted knickknacks and toys for children, or like little goblets that enhance the alcohol content of the liquid that's poured within for a singular drink.
What?
I
I want that.
mean, in real life, yeah.
Not now, precious.
Sand peg high.
Margarita glass.
I need that.
Is there like any
Exhibit A for what perhaps what should be in AA, perhaps. They walk down. They pass some notable landmarks, including stuff they are familiar with, like from previous campaign, like the Piltro. And then they head to a clothing establishment, the Emerald Curtain.
Penta Market would be your best bet, which is outside of this district.
So we can leave things here and
That's right.
What was the name of the first place? The Poofy Pillow?
Pillow Trove?
Pillow Trove.
The poopy pillow.
The Pillow Trove. Okay, not at all.
Are we staying here overnight?
That's a different place.
Or are we? I didn't get that information from Essek.
I want to
it's just
look at
gonna be
like a place for us to convene and like a suite that we can get together and get our shit.
Do they?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a base of operations just while we
Pillow
get
Trove where the bathhouse is?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Oh God, they have a spa.
There is a bathhouse elsewhere in this.
Okay, there was a spa. I remember.
You've been here before?
I'm OCC, motherfucker. OC. Actually, no.
Yeah, the Steam's Respite.
Thank you.
I'm not allowed in there.
Oh,
Where's the place?
never
we
been
have
there.
been here before.
Where was the
Oh,
place
yeah.
with the dead
No,
person?
he's
the
just not allowed in there.
Holmesby.
Probably happens to that. Dead person in the basement.
The one that we came and encountered with.
Spoilers.
Caleb.
Stop it.
Anyway, current campaign.
yeah.
Hang on, what the frick?
Current campaign. What are we doing? What we got?
See you.
Okay, they had starting they start closing, and they met with like one of the employees and they request like custom outfits, and upon including showing them a illusory image of FCG to get for inspiration because this is in his memory.
And we'll adjust our agreement of this order. So, what else do you need?
My armor has seen better days, so I'm looking to get it just sort of patched, and also we have some material that we brought with us. I'm hoping to incorporate it. It was especially this.
Keith?
See this young kind of 20-something-year-old apprentice kind of rushes up, this big mop of like red hair that almost completely covers his face. You just see kind of his nose poking through. He was like, "Yeah, what's up, Toombs?" It's like,
Keith? This gentleman here needs his armor repaired and this material incorporated into it. Do you feel confident since your training?
"Yeah, no, I can get it."
Great. Do you have a changing room? I don't want to just pull it off right here. Anyway.
Points, and you can see there is like a curtain rod that wraps around a small platform.
We were such high maintenance clients right out of the gate. Like painful.
I mean, I couldn't start stripping. But the most important part of it is this, and I pull out one of the shoulder joints that was part of Letter's shoulder, and it has three blades of grass on it. I'm looking to have my leather shoulder guard here removed and have this sort of worked in. Is that something that's in your capabilities here?
Yeah, no, I could do that real easy.
Cool, thanks, Keith.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, here's this. I put that in his hands.
Oh, it's unique metal. Huh.
Right.
Don't work with metal often. This will be fun.
I'll be right back.
And then they meet another employee.
One that seems to be less interested in your arrival. You see
Purple hair.
I'm right here.
for everyone that's a
Yeah.
Style.
He has lavender hair.
Yeah, but you beat me to it. Who's got purple hair?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
For everyone that's attentive, There's one that seems to be less interested in your arrival. You see a slender half giant sitting in the back by the edge. He has like his legs crossed. He has this. It looks almost like a thin crown, but it's actually like a silvered laurel that he kind of wears around the back of his head over his ears. He has a series of beautiful like tattoos that match his skin markings, but they're almost more swirly and they look elvish, which you've not seen on a half giant before. And as he sits, he's currently in the process of what looks like carving through a piece of wood.
I'm gonna totter over to her.
There, we find out more stuff. But actually,
Just gonna comfortably go over. Excuse me.
Okay, basically gets excited when he sees like what they're trying to go for. And they're close. They're requesting. Found Fern actually kept XG's jacket, and it hopes to have it modified to fit her. Working into her next design. There were so many episodes of this that reminds me so much of Belle of the Mighty Nine getting ready for Axel Cross. In both good ways and bad ways, as you'll see later on. Okay, one.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna mosey around the store and look for something that's a little more battle ready than my hot pants that I'm wearing right now. Just based on what I think we're going into.
You don't want to go to the Arctic dressed like the Pink Ladies?
I froze my cooch off the last time we were in cold weather. I don't want to do it again.
All right, what in particular are you looking for?
Some pants, but I want some pants. But I want to get like dark blue ones, like FCG's jacket.
Okay.
And maybe some do they sell shoes here? Do they sell?
They have shoes and boots.
I want to get some boots. I want to get some pants. I'm looking at Lana's corset, and I want to get like a black corset as well.
Okay.
That's
Yes, I love it. A little matchy
Alrighty.
action.
I'll take both of these pairs of pants if you can do a little dye on.
One of them, someone gets like leather or coveralls, and
you meander outside of the Tri-Spires. Ask if around here and there about what the best place to find, magical, enchanted artifacts, relics, things that could be helpful. Everyone sends you to the Penta Market. There, you immediately are met with the smell of numerous snacks and foods. There are street carts. Many of them still closed, but a handful that are still open and trying to call in the populace. You can see there's a kind of air of attempting to recapture the bustle of a thriving city coming out the other side of a recent bit of...
Yeah, they have there's a lot of student stalls and stuff open, especially food stalls, which of course they have to go visit all those stuff like getting like cooked vegetables and stuff like that, like different things. One of course has to find a pie shop and buy like 2 pies, so he's killing like. Mm-hmm.
And a sign across the front in gold lettering that reads...
And they meet the magic shop.
Vulnerable vagrant.
Oh my...
Dude, I forgot.
Totally forgot. That's where we were going.
That was the roll up.
Oh,
Man, I've been
an
waiting
old
for this.
friend.
Oh my
Days
God.
Welcome.
As you step within the door, which is closed, but it's not locked. You open it up and a little bell kind of rings. Ding, 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 as you enter. Within the corridor, you can see there are tables and cabinets with display cases. Many of them empty at the moment.
Okay, there, and then we meet. Then we meet the man. And there we meet again. The man, the myth, the legend, Pumatso. Well, maybe not himself, but at least his copies.
Person the same as you?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I should have introduced myself. I'm Pumat Soul. The other one comes out. I'm also a Pumat Soul. You hear a voice muffled upstairs. I'm also Pumat Soul. Hold on. Emerging from the second floor comes down another one who is now carrying what looks like a bunch of sword blanks, and goes and sets them onto the side. Sorry, I didn't know if you hear me. I'm also Pumat Soul. They all kind of look at each other. The first one was talking to you. Pumat Prime is actually currently on out and about getting materials. Yeah, the progenitor.
This is like where the inside of my head is like all the time right now.
It's not the weirdest thing we've ever seen, but
They talk to him, and they do a little chit chat. They hear more about the For all those who don't know what the Purple Phoenix was before, that was Deseret. That the Twilight Phoenix, former steed of Asmodeus, Lord of the Nine Hells, and one of the three entities who sort of became worshipped after the end of the calamity, when after all the deities, Prime or Betrayer, were locked behind the divine gate. These were what were worshipped afterward. In the absence of the true deities, and if you recall, one of the other ones was Ukatoa, former patron of Ford Stone. Oh no! About which, by the way, I was wondering if those entities were going to be released based on the solstice. Question is, will it have affected the newly made seal on Ukatoa? It will bring that bastard back. Well, anyway, we know more about Deseret's ravaging, and how before I said he was ravaging the countryside, or
around here. We only just recently reopened, so good timing.
Sounds like a big bird.
There is four of the same man, and you keep asking about a bird.
Well,
Yes, are you like
they're not breathing fire on me.
a sibling, a clone, magic?
Yeah, more of that one. Technically,
I said three things. The last one?
the correct term is simulacrum.
Simulacrum.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
We fought one of them.
You did?
Yeah.
You've done so much since I've been gone.
I know, well, I'm sure you were doing some shit.
That's right, that's what Snowdiness
Yes.
was.
Ah.
Are you made of snow?
he's a simulacrum.
Technically, yeah.
What?
Well, as part of the initial enchantment process, and should any of us be disenchanted or destroyed, we would probably return to snow. But that's not a thing we like to think about often, because it sends us into an existential spiral, and that's our real dark place to go for things that were created and crafted from nothing, and will return to the nothing.
Oh my
There's like a
God.
tuber involved, a couple pieces. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Anyway,
We think
one in the back goes like, "Were we the first?" And they all stop and go, "I don't know, Pumat. We don't know how many Pumats there have been." And the back goes, "Anyway, so we got customers."
Whatever you have in stock.
Right. Chop, chop.
We're going somewhere cold.
They talk about trying to get some of their existing gear perhaps enchanted, but which unfortunately can't happen right now. Apparently, since they're simulacrums and stuff, simulacrums they have all the spells that their creator has at the time of their creation, but they don't recharge. So each one of these has long since tapped out its spell slots. Only the Prime can enchant because he can recreate because he can replenish his spell slots. Then they go into a lot of different things, like Robe of the Midnight Rune, which if you have no if you have no armor, it gives you a base armor class of 14 plus your dexterity modifier. Grants advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened, and once per day, can activate a rune that glows back 1 minute. Increases your spell's attack and DC by 2, which is a very big aid. We also find some Zephyr armor. Yes, that's attunement. These are all attunements. Advantage on acrobatics, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and can cast Wind Wall once per day. They also get the Harp of Valor. This thing serves as not as only a harp, but as a plus to short bow, and the damage is replaced of arrow shot through it is replaced by thunder instead of piercing. Has 10 charges to cast Thunder Wave and Magic Missile. Oh no! They'll probably have an explanation here.
This one. Well, yeah. Well, that magic has been attuned to yourself. It kind of invokes you with the capability of a fine musician.
Love auto-tune.
Makes you kind of automatically teaches you how to play it. It's kind of incredible. Watch this. And he kind of picks up the harp. Oh, I'm not attuned to it. Can't show you.
Oh my god.
But here's the cool thing. Watch this. Hey, Pumat. Any one of the arrows over there? I go, oh yeah, sure. Gives it to him. Takes the harp. Pulls the arrow into the strings, and you watch as all 10 strings kind of buckle against. like
It's
a
a
foot from
bow
Ashton's
harp?
head into the wall.
That's
That just fucking
is
cool.
cool.
That's fine.
I feel like you need it.
Yeah.
How much money you got?
Kind of acts like a short bow.
It's a satyr thing.
I mean, I've had a heart before.
And what's cool, pay attention, and when you look where the arrow is, the arrow as it impacted, the wood around it kind of cracked, almost like there was a slight burst of energy, and you hear this like through the side of your neck, like there was a burst of like tiny thunder. Also, it has some enchantments built into it. You see these 2 runes along the side? These are 2 spells that are baked into it, and with it you can go ahead and either create a powerful blast of thunderous energy in the space around you, kind of knocking people away, or you can send a bunch of little tiny magical things to hurt things you don't want to keep around. Specifically, to go through the details of this, you can shoot arrows from it as a short bow. Arrows shot from it do thunder damage instead of piercing damage. While you're tuned to it, you have advantage on charisma performance checks. And you know how to use a harp.
You know how to use the harp.
Yeah. Like you know.
Good say.
Which
And
is
you
sort of-
download the skill.
Yeah. You neo it pretty quick. It does give you +2 to attack and damage rolls with the arrows you fire from it. It also has 10 charges, and it regains 1d6 + 4 charges at dawn every day. But while you're holding the bow, you can expend 1 to 5 charges as an action to cast either Thunder Wave or Magic Missile at a level up to how many charges you've used it for, using your spell casting
Level
DC.
5 magic missile?
Yeah.
This is, I don't know about harps, but how much does this run?
It's 8d4 + 8.
Holy moly.
You don't have to roll. They just anime missile it.
What'll that run us?
The harp will run you about 8,000 gold pieces.
So 3,500, 9,508.
We also got these vials here. We got some. You said you're going someplace dangerous. We got some healing potions that could be of helpful to you.
You got some healing potions of like some greater ones and some stronger than that. They also get. There's also a potion of speed, which basically gives you the effects of haste without spending spell slot or concentration. Though when it ends, it will cause you to have the same lethargic effects. Also, a potion of invulnerability, which will cause them to. Is that a chip? I should get this sure. Okay. Basically gives you resistance to all damage for 1 minute. Okay, then.
By 10 is 1,000. No, good, there's not 10 of us. 7. You split up that, plus I have 6 silver.
Jed has all the money.
Okay. I could do a little, like, 5
I've got
discount.
That's not true. I got fucking wolf ears. You got your own money.
Oh, hey, hi, hey. Y'all got a problem. You got to take it outside. This is.
Sorry. I'm a little hard of
Just how we
hearing.
talk to each other. We love each other, though.
And
Your products are so nice. It's really hard to
Pumat
decide.
comes out.
It's just really hard
Is there a
to-
problem going on? Need help, Pumat?
no,
Nah, I got it. It's
Figure
fine.
out
Just
what
having a
we can
disagreement.
afford.
While the chaos is going, I'm gonna whisper even louder.
Yeah.
If you want it.
Okay, and when they go stuff, they eventually decide marriage. Oh, actually, I don't know. Start negotiating. Also, seeing if they have anything. Also, there's a question among them whether or not the simulacrum Pulmats have a soul or not. I think the general consensus is they'll choose to believe so, because they have to believe FCG has a soul, had a soul.
But we also take things for trade. We also take things that can be broken down and repurposed.
Like we have this one bottle of slick shimmer oil. Here, take a look. Dog.
They try to they offer stuff they found on Rudis, like stuff including offering their rudidium blades. You know, the glass ones. They're the ones made of glass that have an increased chance to crit, though you risk the blades they're being destroyed with every crit.
Hold on.
This is good to know.
No, this is no, it's not. This may have been residuum. No.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Or if you have, we'd love to see where.
I'm having a hard time with this one. Do you want? We're the same. The other guy's like, yeah, if you don't know, I'm not going to help you either.
You don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, where'd you procure these curious artifacts?
You'll never guess.
But we'll tell you.
Hot boy.
Wrong man.
No, wrong I just point up.
And it takes a while before they convey that this is the moon. And said, well, that would certainly increase the value. We would need some proof. He's not trying to be honest. He's just trying to make sure he doesn't imply anything. He's just being safe.
Inspecting
Yeah,
on it.
I'll go and take one of them. Take it back.
So as far as I
They
can
are
tell,
delicate
And real sharp.
and very, very sharp.
as far
I
as
got
can
you.
tell from inventory, 1 platinum ring, 2 gold rings, 1 gold bar, 3 sapphire, 3 emeralds, 400 gold for the slick shimmer oil, and a bag of roughly 250 gold worth of various jewels. We have 17,655.
Look on Lowe's face.
Okay.
I think I still have 1,000 jewels on me as well.
Is that with everybody else's money too added in? Or is that all of that?
That's just a bank of Chetney, baby.
Whoa. Damn, Chet.
And interest rates are high.
2 platinum rings, that's good.
I wasn't up there with you, but he makes a good point. Those swords that you had, that you're trading, are you certain they have no value?
Basically making sure they're okay with it. In the end, he offers like 1,000 gold for the dagger and 1,500 for the sword, short sword. But because of a good group negotiation, they managed to bump that up to 1,100 and 1,600, and they do end up selling the glass.
It's non-spell slots.
Chat with a harp, you can play Winter's Crest music easily now too.
You have an attunement spot, Chet?
I do.
Oh, well.
I'm attuned to 2 items right now.
They end up selling the glass and stuff too, and they go all in with all the stuff. Manage to buy and get. I think they do manage to get everything. Imagine, yeah, there you go. So they managed to buy everything that was offered.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh,
Thank you.
you
Thank-
can't see the
thank you,
moon from
thank you.
here. I didn't think about that. Oh. It's stuck over on the other side. Oh, it's stuck over on the other side. FCG. It would have been proof. This damn flat fucking advantage.
So true. Exactly what they needed.
He had already graduated to the pancake theory of there being a backside to the flat.
You're right.
And we didn't
Let me
walk.
take this
so.
coin out.
Where I was like, we do this. They took before they leave. They do talk about more about what's going on and like other danger zones, and he recommends what to avoid because like the Benda you know is flooded, and the Mer folk have reclaimed that region. There's a massive sinkhole in the middle of the crag. I'm not. Mount Forest, with the surrounding trees all become blackened and pointed in the direction of the sinkhole. The Druvenlode's dead has been rising. In the capital of Rexism has experiencing what is described as phantom explosions and devilish entities roaming the streets. Where is the Druvenlode again? Oh. I'm not sure if they've ever been there. Where was I? Oh, yes. After that we go. There goes this imaging. Thanks, Dorian. Orm thanks Dorian for the stuff, and Imogen hugs Chetney for opening up to his hoard. Fine, I guess. There, and they basically go and we head off to break. After which we they go to spend the night before departure at the Lodge of the Eclipse. This is like sort of like a themed inn. Uh, it's kind of busy, fairly busy right now because of everything's going on and people needing this sense of necessary escapism, as Matt puts it. There's a there and oh Lord, let me finish this before I have to leave.
But as it goes up to the clerk, and you can see there's a halfling man, probably in his early 50s or so, massive, massive mutton chops that are mostly like gray at this point, with just like streaks of dark brown. You can see his hairline was deeply pulled back to what would be almost described as a skullet at this point. Like it's about, the hair starts about here and just goes into like a long kind of Lord Farquaad poof underneath.
Yes.
But he leans up towards Essex with the rest of you. All right, hello there. You're looking for a place to stay for the night? We've only got maybe 2 rooms.
He says that they do manage to negotiate like the last 2 rooms, like a smaller on the first floor and a larger one on the second. Exit takes the smaller room for himself. They are informed that jet prices are a bit higher than normal due to the supply and demand. but Essex negotiates. So you use magic to get them a usual rate. The usual rate. Some. Hmm?
On new
No, the two of her talking.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'm the one that started that.
I get it?
So you know what
Yeah.
fun with us.
Ooh, okay.
What would you consider that cock or no?
No, it's a 15.
No, it's a 15. Why would you
28.
28.
Get your ass upstairs right now.
It's not like hanging out with you.
You're a persuasive group.
We are persuasive.
Esther kind of glances over, and you can see the stage is now starting to light up, and the music shifting as musicians have trekked over, and a couple of others have joined them at the base of it. These kind of two side tables, and it looks like an evening burlesque show has begun.
That's right.
They basically try to convince Essex to go up. Is it all right? Is it? But now that because I guess he doesn't like the show itself. Not too positive. I feel like Mass is so I guess he would get along very well with the Traveler. Anyway, we learn more. Find about the. Actually, they actually do stay a little bit to see the show.
At the back of the brain.
Lawton in the front row is going to turn around to the people who are like chit-chatting and being disrespectful. And I'm going to use thaumaturgy to like throw my voice a little bit. I'm going to say, appreciate the performance. In unsettling presence them.
Oh, Jesus.
I have to go. And one guy gets up and like is holding the back of his pants.
No, sit down.
Back of his pants.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
Brown noted him.
Well. Yeah, I can't knock that.
I thought it was fart, but I was wrong.
Dimble.
In it.
Yeah. Fifth. After a while, Orm has a heart to heart with Essex, and it's like it feels so almost like a betrayal, like being kind of happy, joyful, not that long after FCG sacrifice, to which Essex says he knows the feeling, but says it goes with you, huh? It's not like it will harm them for you to try to enjoy the life they let you keep.
But as a wise man once told me, it is not pain that makes people. It's love.
Well, as a wise one once told me, it's good to make every day a smiley day.
Don't know if I follow the specifics on that, but I appreciate the... I'll think on that a bit, I suppose.
Happening on stage.
Yeah, me too.
All
Let's
right.
go. We gotta get
You're, you're going up crafting?
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
go
got a
with
lot of work to do.
crafting.
I'll see you in a
Yeah,
little
we wanna
bit.
make
I'm
everything.
gonna give Fern just a nice hug. See you up there in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll see you up there in a little bit. Look at you. You're like a little pink in the cheeks.
A little bit. Slide a handshake.
Roll perception, please.
Okay. Let's go.
Smooth. Okay. Now let the dice match it.
Okay. Okay.
What'd you get?
Oh, dude, you want to go me first? 21.
Shit, I had 20.
You're not legal enough to drink here, motherfucker.
What were you going for, Ashton?
I actually quietly grabbed a little bit of your. As we were hugging, you've got that little lace frill that's already on. Yeah. I just grabbed some and finished the tear of a piece and just kind of swiped it off and put it in my pocket. It was already coming unfrayed.
It was.
Yeah, just grabbed a thing.
It was. I hear a little bit of the tear happening, and I'm like, ah. Okay. Kind of make my turn quicker to help it.
As I pass by, I give Imogen a little kiss. See you upstairs.
We have in a moment.
Don't mind the mess. I'm gonna get into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do.
I'm gonna sit next to Essex.
Okay. No. So going.
Head up anyway on the other side. So.
Okay. Quietly. So Essex is kind of standing in the back with Imogen, like behind all the tables.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna give them a little bit until they're
okay.
And drink and occasionally look over.
Okay.
Teddy's sitting in the front row, legs out, slumping in the chair, baguette in one hand, bottle of wine in the other. Fucking riveted.
A baguette?
Incredible.
Dwayne is right beside him, just and clapping. Every time they do just like a little something, looks over at Chatney and he goes, like he's trying to.
It's a crowded out. So talented.
The MC steps out after one of the kind of comedy, kind of pratfall, physical comedy performances, finishes off stage. He was like, and everyone, we have straight from the glorious evening events of Happerduke. A fantastic performance. We are in for a treat tonight. This is Madame Feathered Face. And as it pulls back,
no way. Is it? She would be of age.
She would be of age.
Not everything is connected.
You laughed before I realized what I'm talking about.
She would be working her way
She would be amazing. It's been 7 years.
Yes.
Well, that,
Every NPC is a cameo.
I know. Already teetering on the edge. No. You see a
like a
beautiful dwarven woman come out.
There, they see the performance. Then they they go to the room. Essex goes with them to the room. And Ashton shows Essex his opal scar like this, and like does a little one of his rage things to show him, which in this greatly introduced. He could Essex immediately recognizes the strong traces of dunamancy. He gives him a brief explanation of what dunamancy is and stuff. Then.
The Assembly's machinations have their fingers woven deep into many things, but your very essence as well. So within you continuously swirls the ancient power of the Titans mingled with the very nature of the cosmos. You are a dangerous entity.
People keep saying that. And just for fun, I'll hit one more and hit the rainbow probability sparkles. It's just...
Now you're just showing off.
I never get to do this, so it's really kind of nice. Normally, this is just happening when we're beating the fuck out of people.
I will tell you two things.
He does give Ashton some advice. Trust very few people with this, because of how so many people have interest in this type. Kind of stuff. So he does kind of like he does trust the people he's traveled with. So that it. So, but basically, be careful who you trust.
Piece by piece, who don't have a fucking clue what goes on with you.
No, I really, honestly, just, I will admit, kind of attracted.
The door bursts open. She gave me a feather!
A feather. I told him she probably gives a feather to everyone at every show, but he won't listen. He's transfixed with it.
Notice me!
Special boy. Yeah, it's
My
just for
head
you,
hurts.
Chet. I'm sure
Your
it's
hay
just for
fever is
you.
going to kick in any second.
Yeah.
Is it magic?
I've smelt it 3 times already.
What does it smell like?
What does it smell like?
My feather. What do you want me to say, cloaca?
My favorite incense.
I think Chet's right. I think they had a special connection. I can sense it.
Birds of a feather.
Hey, should we?
I want to sew.
You want to sew?
I gotta start working on this.
Don't
robe.
step on that chamber pot. It's been my dye bucket.
Chutney, open your sack one more time. Thank you.
I was going to be concerned, but now I feel better.
one?
Oh, what are you dyeing? What color?
My skirt. I'm trying to go for a little bit of an ombre.
Oh, do you have paint?
Oh, ombre. I want to do some ombre.
You got some? All right, thanks.
What are you working on?
I'll join you in that ombre.
Aesthetic.
I'm just gonna alter this robe a little bit to make it work with my stuff that I ordered.
It's good.
The armor, but I still have.
Thanks.
Ladna helped me alter my jacket. FCG.
so
Yeah, I think it looks good. I'm just
We had to
sewing
add
in
a
the
few more
pieces.
panels in the
Few more
back,
panels.
but
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
And I'm just putting the sleeves together. I used some bits and bobbles.
After a little bit, Orm goes to the back. It takes out Olahan's sword, Ishtar the Sunblade. This is where some trouble might start.
I have Bertrand's old sword. I'm just waving a sword around.
Never looked so good.
Yeah, but believe it or not, I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna stop painting. I was painting my little mandolin, and I'm just gonna start tinkering with Bertrand's old sword, the Gambler's Blade.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Our first fallen party member.
With the with the jeweler's tools that I pocketed from the store while no one was looking.
Of course. Of course, he took something. They do ask more questions, like what Luminous knows Dunamancy, which unfortunately he does.
Still paying my penance.
Yeah.
In fact, he points to Ashton. Part of the reason that is the way it is because of what I gave them years ago.
You're kind of like his dad.
Oh, do not put that on me, please.
No, you are not.
He goes and begins to like craft this like weird glow of ephemeral magical energy in his palm.
Mm-hmm. We learn trying to find out what they also try to find out what Exit knows about Pradatha. Was like when they after hearing more he explained stuff about the Luxon and the wondering if there's any connection between that and Pradatha, which interesting thought, but I'm not sure. We found some stuff at we found Exit share some views with Wild Bell's Hells, like they don't like he not really care about gods. Like once he got, yeah, go ahead this up. What he does, why he's against what the Vanguard's doing is because he doesn't trust that type of power in Ludinus's hands. So they share that, and he does think and. He knows that what they've accomplished. He only knows because of the sheer number of magical artifacts the subway has. Mm. They do explain how about the beacons and how they know that one of those beacons is used in the Malleus key. So meaning that and as it does theorize like with enough skilled um what you call it Dunamiters, they could disrupt the control of the power of the Blade Bridge and untether the moon, like blocking travel through via that path. So locking those on moon and those off. The only problem is that they would not be able to. He says they wouldn't be able to touch the ones on the moon, and they would be able to go do whatever they're doing up there unopposed. So they do mention that the Buffaloes then does mention that they did find a backdoor to continue with operations on Rudis should need.
I have someone, yes.
So why does
He
that?
too is, and is wrestling with his demons. I think that's why we found common ground once. But he is kind. He is smart. And he is so strong. Of heart.
Smell.
Where the
And as he leaves the room, you watch as his image shifts back into that of Seth and then disappears down the hall.
Do you think he casts a spell every time he does that?
That is so neat.
I want to float everywhere.
I think you should.
I'm gonna cast fly.
That's so inefficient.
And just float.
Just go up to the ceiling.
I'm just gonna float up.
Okay, that works. That
So
works. I really
neat.
like it.
I'm still a little tipsy. I'm gonna cast fly on Chetney. Go, do it too. No, sorry.
A little bit of this.
You stole fizzy liquid drink. You knocked it to the ceiling that now needs to be cleaned.
You get nothing. Good day, Seth.
As Laudna kind of gets into.
anyway, they get more into the crafts. Ashton starts recounting how he first met FTG on trying to retrieve a basically dungeon clearing team. Orm, who missed seeing Exit actually float, is in the park trying to with Ishtar in hand. Blaze goes and thinks of all the people he lost upon wielding this blade, and all those he almost lost. He would have lost if not for resurrection stuff. He starts practicing like his I believe you call someone would call them katas and stuff, like his sword stances. The Zephyrat ain't moving fast enough until he gets tired out. And then they start, and then he basically kind of takes it and puts it back, kind of claiming it as his. Then we go back to the rest of the group who are still crafting.
Night.
At this point in time, Laudna has started to panic about the amount that still needs to get done.
Relatable.
Yes. The night before San Diego Comic Con. I still
Know that
have
well.
4 more hours of work to do on this fucking cosplay.
Room smells of spray paint.
This iron is not working.
So
Glue gun stuck to the carpet.
Yep.
I can see everybody else trying to craft in a fury, so I cast animate objects on Sashimi. Baba Yaga hut is
Basically,
Sashimi's hut, the house that
up to move to help aid.
that Chetney made. Yes, and then everyone, anything, the chamber pockets, legs, and everything turns into little assistants that we have helping us, and like directing, like it's Fantasia, and
Sort of being like, oh, that's pretty inspired there, love.
oh, thank you.
You glance over, and if you recall, her little fun dead rat pate that she had crafted is now moving and talking on her shoulder.
Huh, that's a neat trick. How are you making him do that?
Oh, it's a really fun thing.
Oh, okay, you can stop now.
Hey, that's just him now. This is Fantasia.
Hey, it's good to meet you. It's been a bit, and I was sort of flopping around last time, but now I'm always here.
He's a real boy.
Oh, is it too late to back out of this now?
The vacuous darkness inside of the.
Yeah, I assume he's still horny and disgusting.
Yes.
Is he nice?
Yes.
And skitters up your arm.
When a cat latches on.
Oh, I just wanted to say hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
Oh, this isn't so bad. I'm tickling him. I'm tickling him. I like his laugh.
He's a bit of an acquired taste.
Taste.
My turn. And he scurries up your arm and starts.
Take him back, and I'm gonna put him on it.
Okay, and then
Reach up and squeeze your hand.
I just pick him up and grab him.
What are you two doing in here?
Hey!
Hi. I feel like it's been so much of them and not a lot of us.
No.
Hello.
No.
Hi.
Join in.
Join in.
Join in what? Is this a group hug?
Yeah.
I have been waiting for this since the moment I saw you.
Yeah.
17 strength. I'm giving it everything I got.
17's not bad.
That's not bad.
Couple of nice back pops and maybe like 1 or 2 not nice back pops.
Boy. You remember when I held a blade?
okay, so they talk more, or get back to it, and he does, and Doran does give Orm some good advice, saying that he doesn't have to save everyone. That some people could just say, so he doesn't have to be responsible for everything. Oh.
Continue on.
Yeah.
It's probably the last to fall asleep. She finishes her way too ambitious build.
She looks over and does see on the back of the sleeping Orm Ishta the blade that including the one that actually ended her life for the second time. It's something, and she's not happy to see it Orm wield it. And Delilah starts talking to her. Then she increases the panel, like, why does he need to have that? Wield that? Well, he already has a good sword. sort of stuff. They still talk. She does ask more about Ludus, and I think they've already been through this before, but Delilah says that Ludus has tools, not friends. You're only on his good side as long as you're of use to him. And Lana starts creeping toward the blade.
How asleep is he?
I mean, he seems asleep. He's been asleep for a few hours.
He's been asleep for a few hours.
Yeah. You do know that he is pretty
Perceptive.
perceptive and aware of things.
Just gotta be 15. Just
I think I gotta be.
Devil's advocate.
15.
I don't pry the blade from his back.
Well, she doesn't try to pry it. She does grip it, because on her saying, "You don't know what that blade's capable of. For all you know, it has more power, but it's also like cursed or even sentient. For all you know, it wasn't. For all you know, it wielded Otahan. None of those words, but basically that. Why is that? She tries to grip the blade so that Delilah can get a good look at it. To try to aid her in her stealth in doing this while being noticed, Lana casts darkness there to aid, which wouldn't really help because it's a touch space. The
weapon to
And it's
understand it.
entwined with these vines.
The vines have built a sheath around it, and I imagine like wrapped over the hilt
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
not slide outable. It's like break glass in an emergency kind of thing. So
Yeah,
it's
like it'll
all
snap the vines to
spidered
pull it
over
free.
the hilt and all down the blade.
That's prune.
Now, mind you,
the pommel.
If the vines are withered.
So you don't steal my
I know.
idea.
I knew where you were going. I knew where you were going. I knew exactly where you were going.
basically, to try to cast Withered Bloom. Thing is, that is an area effect, so she has to aim this just right, so it only Orm is just like the sword is within, but Orm is just out of. It's very precise. It needs a check. She does get it quite right, and Orm does take some damage, which awakens him. He wakes up to see nothing, which is very unusual for someone of his perception. He immediately goes and deploys Seedling. And does some swipes.
With the blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, shit.
Why did I decide to spoon?
What are you doing, Lavna?
It's there. She's trying to spire climb to the way, but he attacks them. His first attack would have hit, but she managed to just got shield as a reaction. He's fighting like he doesn't know what's going on, but he knows something just damaged him. Yeah. His first attack is blocked by a magical shield, but he can feel the shield, so he did his attack. Ends up hitting her with a couple of attacks, some pushing attacks on 3, 2.
So that's 18 points of damage for the first, and you have to make a strength save against.
Push back 10 feet.
Later, no, I don't want to update the software.
Oh
Mm. The poor he gets awakened by the sound of stuff. And Lana uses Mage Hand to try to take Ishtar away. And the lion who touches her said, "The sword must be destroyed." Mm. Oh, it's too dangerous. And Orm manages to hit her with some trip attacks while she's on the ceiling to try to get her to fall, which is allowable by rules. And while it fails to trip her, it does cause her to lose concentration, and the darkness spell goes, and the whole party can see what's going on. And he then uses a grasping vine, but it's counterspell old.
Who's the bitch?
Okay. So.
But we're friends.
It's then uses a disarming attack. Returns it. Orm uses his action surge to go pick up Blade and send in defensive stuff, which is how the rest of the group sees the situation. And she says, "It's too dangerous. Why do you even need that?" And he looks at her with incredulity and said, "Why do I need? What are you asking me? Why I need help from dark forces?" They're kind of stuff, and they're kind of both trying to just trying to actions. Ashley actually goes up, gives Lana a little hug to calm down, and whispers to her like a half hug, and lets her start by saying, "I'm sorry." She does eventually say that, though it takes a while. And she uses detect thoughts to hear anything. There's a whisper. Then
Walk over to the table. I don't want to touch this sword. I never wanted to touch this sword. I hate this sword. But I'm gonna pick it up.
And run out of the room.
I'm just gonna.
I legitimately didn't mean to. Should have fucking cast Blight. It's more direct.
Blight would have done it.
Done it.
It's all good. But now it's interesting.
That'd be
Sphere.
You took with your. It is a design. 3.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of information that wouldn't
you
show up.
identify.
Yeah.
So that might be somebody else.
Chet sleepwalks to the middle of the room and uses grim psychometry.
Did you sleep through all this?
Oh man, the tense moments punctuated by.
Can you look at this?
Use that thing you have. Use that thing you have, Chad.
They wake up.
The thing where like you see geometry and stuff.
They do use grim psychometry and sees the history very bloody, many lives lost, including the attack on Zephyr, attacking Kiki at the Valley's Key, their battle with Orohan at their first encounter with Orohan at Bassaris. He sees a lot of this blade history, but he detects no thing that indicates sentience.
Murderous history. Long. That's it.
Whoa.
Hey, babe, that'll make you feel better.
I'm gonna put it
Wait,
back down.
no, Chad.
Wait.
Chad!
Kick him again.
Chad!
Stay up.
What?
What?
That was horrible. That was the longest one yet. I'm getting so much better at it. I guess my power's
What
growing.
did you? Don't you close your eyes.
What?
What'd you see?
That blade is just death. All it's ever known is death and pain and suffering and so many lives. Indiscriminate.
Anyway, during this, Lana kind of uses Mage Hand to unlock the window. Kind of goes over it. Why do you need that blade? Like that particular blade. That and with our characters, he just points out. It shows her where her spell, the blackened skin from her spell. It's sort of cause of provider. And then Chetney offers her, as compromise, gives her Screaming Needle, the dagger Odahan had, which she takes. Spike climbs the roof, followed by Imogen, who flies out. They see she is a form of dread, which makes her looks almost identical to Delilah. And as Imogen watches, she sort of stabs herself with the blade and watch it get absorbed. Can I just say, so you let them keep the sword that's extra stuff, but you give up the blade, the dagger that makes it that doubles the concentration check for on spells when going up against an archmage. This is her giving up magician's judge for the Holy Avenger all over again.
You see her dress.
I thought there was gonna be shenanigans.
I'll stab myself later.
Best Family Ties episode ever.
Yeah.
And when Imogen asked Lana, "What else do you do? Why do you keep giving her more power?" I said, "What else? To protect you, all I have to give. What else do I have to give but myself?" They keep talking, and Imogen says, "I love you, but I don't know what to do with it." And the scene ends with them, and the episode ends with them holding each other, trying to come to terms. And with that, the lots of recap is originally I was going to do a subclass, but then I saw this was a shopping episode, and with the focus later on blades, I chose this thing which I created earlier, the Trail Trek Scimitar, a rare weapon which can only be attuned to by rangers. It works with their special properties. This scimitar has the +1 property. It scores a critical hit on a 19 to 20. It reduces the level card for critical hit. But however, you're both increased by to +2 and 18 to 20 when you go when going after something that is one among your favorite enemies. And you can also cast a number of divination spells. Whose total level equals half your PV without expending spell slots. These have to be like ranger divination spells, I should probably say. I should probably add that in later. You can you also can use it up to your total level. Total level can be up to your PV if you're in your preferred terrain. It doubles to be equal to your PV in your favorite terrain. And while in your favorite terrain, this weapon also has the siege property. Double attack to structures. For that, I thank you for joining me. This is Free Now Mecha. I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.